Hello and welcome back. In between episodes, sorted all our stuff we found into our basement, and I stripped my character completely naked. I wanted to zoom in game. I basically wanted to see what clothing is on what layer, so I lay it all out here. Or skin layer clothing are those two piles. So panties and bra, and stocking and light gloves. Do those make sense is the question. So these are basically the sock replacements. We can probably get socks with less encumbrance, but those would probably be not, well, the coverage would obviously be worse. So I will keep both of those, I believe. Simply because we are getting closer and closer to winter. I always try to organize this somewhat, representative of the position of the clothing. This is the normal layer clothing, and I actually... wait. I grabbed a pair of army pants, I believe, at some point. Oh yes, obviously because it was highlighted I didn't totally ignore it. I decided that I will probably go with the army pants instead of the cargo pants. Simply because they are a little bit warmer. They have the same storage and they have 10 more encumbrance. But that is probably just because they don't fit as well as the cargo pants. So this pair of pants and this other normal layer clothing as well. Notice that we are not wearing a shirt because we will wear the worm skin armor on our normal layer. And I don't want to encumbrance my torso to multiple pieces of clothing for next to no benefit of a t-shirt. So yes, cargo pants. What? No cargo pants. Am I stupid? We organized this. Ballistic glasses on the top. Like this. This is all the... oh yes, this is all the, I don't want to call it junk, but the fancy jewelry we were wearing. And this, the Wing of the Fallen Angel. I, in between episodes, googled what that word means. Anomalous ailments. I now know what it is, but it doesn't help. It's very, broad phrasing. Something then that is not usual and you are suffering from it. I have no idea what that includes, but depending on how good it works, it may be one of the better items we looted. Then what is the next layer? Probably this. The outer layer, basically just the fit over sunglasses and the army jacket. Yes, and what is the strapped on layer? I've two strapped on piles. Those are backpacks and those are tools. I will put those on at the end. Will I? I believe I will put on the jewelry first, and oh, of course I have to wear it. I will put it on the innermost layer. Not because I care the most about it, but for example the Wing of the Fallen Angel, I don't want to get damaged, and I believe it has a better chance to, survive encounters with, for example, I don't know, dragons, if it is in the innermost layer. Then we will strap on our tools and the packs. backpacks. I will use the mole packs because they are the best, like, encumbrance to storage ratio we have. Then the firefighter belt, because I believe that's also storage. Yes, 1 liter. Do we want the firefighter belt? Oh, what? Game, what are you doing? Something about the player morale. Give me a second. That should be 20. Not important, I guess. Do we want the tool belt or the firefighter belt? Let's quickly drop the firefighter belt on here so we can compare. It has 2 encumbrance, which in this version is basically none. It has 1 liter more storage. I will use the tool belt instead of the firefighter belt. Next layer would be armor. This is all the armor we have, and I'm willing to go over it again. I'm not sure if I want to put on the hard arm guards compared with the elbow pads. That would give us decent protection. What does arm encumbrance do again? Of course I scroll over it. Stamina cost of melee attacks and accuracy with ranged weapons. Not that important for us. But the stamina might be. I will just put it all on and see how we perform. Especially the helmet is important, because we are very squishy in the head. Elbow pads, like this. Yes, we lay out our clothing. Optimized a little bit, even though we were fairly good off, at least for what we have at the moment. This is the pants pile. Next step would be going through our loot, what we found, and probably repairing our clothing. We will need thread and a tailor kit, and probably a sewing kit. The difference between the tailor kit and the sewing kit is that the tailoring kit gives you more options, but at least for my taste it is way more annoying to use the tailor kit that gives you more options than the more simple sewing kit. So what did we find on our adventure to the west? We were in the west, sorry. We found a decent amount of books. I will not go through right now. I will just pick out the books that I believe will be interesting for you. Japanese armor making sounds interesting. Sanguine Codex, that was the magic book, the same as this. To Serve Man, certainly interesting. AAA guide, I believe this is just, yes, a tourist guide for roadways or something. Apprentice Notice, also interesting. Maybe the crafting book. Disco Globus. Was? Yes, Disco Obolus might be interesting. Because throwing pipe bombs further would be good. Maybe the outdoor adventures will give us the survivor belt, which I still really want. Same for this. Because the survivor tool belt would allow us to basically free 3 liters of storage. Let's read. Apprentice Notice. It's just a Cana to 1. Has it recipes in it? No. Crafters Quarterly? Okay. Also just a low level skill book. Disco Globus. Too low level to be useful. Outdoor Adventures. Survival to 1, but the recipes. Signal Flare, Plastic Fish Trap, Throw Fishing Rod, Flint and Steel. Might be interesting. Yes. Let's check 2 things. What is that called? resinous cord. Primitive binding material made of cords and natural glue. Use it to repair items. Oh, made of wood, paper, bone, or chitin. This is basically what? Green piece duct tape? We need bones and thread. That might be interesting to keep in mind, because I believe this will serve the same function as the basic repair kit. Yes, that might be interesting. And the other thing... Actually, let's check the flint and steel and the... what did I wanted to check? Maybe the pro fishing rod. Yes. Flint and steel. A sharp rock and a chunk of steel. That's very cheap. And we can use it to turn on 2000 fires. I don't know if this is better or worse than the rest of our stuff, but it is certainly lighter than the campfire duo. We don't have sharp walks. I'm so annoyed that the turrets are like inside of our base. Let's grab 2 walks and make a sharp walk and produce a flint and steel. I believe we have a chunk of steel or whatever it needed in the basement. That might be interesting. It would be here. Steel is... Yes, we have steel. Let's grab one and... Sharp walk? Yes, just 2 walks. So... Yes, that should be a good... What? We failed to make a flint and steel? How? Okay, I assumed that would be like, you have a sharp walk and you have a piece of steel. Those are now one item. Congratulations. But apparently it is harder than expected. Another walk. Down there. I hope we don't run into the range of the turrets. Maybe I should take the turrets out. That might be an option. We could certainly do it with the rocket launcher, or at least try it. Or we try to use the symbol of judgment, but we have relatively limited ammunition for that. And I don't know how long we will stay here. I can probably find it, yes, like this. So I don't have to type as much. You don't waste materials, that is an improvement. Okay, we made it. This should be a nice alternative to the campfire duel, since I'm not really concerned about wasting flint and steel. Like, even though it has charges, who cares? It's a rock and a piece of metal. Let's read the other books. To serve man next. Cooking skill to 4, I don't believe... Oh, we already have cooking skill 4, but now to the recipes. I won't read all of them, but they are fairly amusing, I would say. Nino nachos with cheese, pickled punk, slop sandwich, manwich, bob burger. Yep. Dehydrated human flesh. Yep. Exactly what it says on the packaging. To serve men. And women, I don't want to be insulting. Shotguns to 1. Oh. I kind of assumed that shotgun skillbook would be a trap skillbook. Trap and field kind of made me think that. Either that or Taiwanese porn book or something. Traps in field. A very high level Arcana skillbook, Master the Unknown is. to level 10. And it teaches us all the glyphs of the elder things. Can we see the recipes? No. Apparently not. Apparently, I'm confused. This book apparently tells you how to make those recipes. Maybe we need a higher skill level to understand it or something. But certainly interesting. The art of Japanese armor making. Also a very high level skill book to level 10. And it teaches us how to make all the tools required for smithing. But I believe we already had those recipes. So a lot of skill. And now this. The Sanguine Codex is apparently what we need to get to the level where we can use the other skill book. So very interesting. Oh, you can make the wormskin armor and stuff with this. Good that we already have this, but you can learn how to make blood essence from this. Very, very interesting. What is a vein weaver? Because everything else in that, well, the silver Atame and the vein weaver are the only things we don't already possess. Vein weaver, a hatchet, blood-soaked wax, and blood essences. What is this? A hatchet with its axe head stained the dull color of the white blood, making it appear rusted despite being in usable condition. Using it will channel blood essence into a nasty explosion. Okay. Problem with that. You want to tell me I should use a melee weapon that explodes? I don't want to criticize your game, but that seems incredibly stupid. But certainly interesting. What was the other thing? That's silver. Silver Atame. An ornate silver dagger, seemingly made for ritual purposes. It seems sharper than silver has any right to be. I guess we have to use this for some of the rituals, so we have to make it. Because of obviously combat-wise it is useless. And we need all these smithing equipment for it. Okay, those were the interesting skill books we had. So let's drop them back on the pile. Oh, not the equipment we made. So, we found safety glasses, we found a spray can. Where is it? There. And we found duct tape. That should allow us to make the welding goggles, which should allow us to start our vehicle construction in this episode. Apparently we can turn the spray can into a flamethrower. No. Would be kind of cool, because I believe you can refill that with any flammable liquid. I'm not certain. Armor? Yes, there. This is a big step for us, because this has 2 glare protection. Why did it ask me if I want to use duct tape nearby? Is there duct tape nearby? Oh yes, probably on this pile somewhere. This is the equipment I want to take with me when I leave. Yes, here's duct tape. Take that with us downstairs. In the next episodes, somewhere in the next episodes, after we finish the construction of our vehicle for that time, we will check out 2 science labs, and that is the good part, we actually found 2 science labs. And I will remember to keep this map a little bit longer open when I look at it, because I looked at the last episodes and when I opened the map, I basically just opened it for a millisecond to quickly look at it, and you were not able to see it. Yes, 2 science labs. Here and on the other side of the river. Will be very interesting. And here's more of the special stuff we found, in fact. Let's quickly look at it. We found the symbol of judgment, obviously. Super important. We found gallon jug of ammonia. I should bring that downstairs, actually. And this. I still don't know what this does. A strange silver emblem engraved with the emotionless face of unknown beings. Using it will carve for a blank body and bind it to your will, hopefully. Since this does not have charges, I guess it is limited to 1 use. I have no way to confirm that other than using it, and that I don't want to do right now. I will keep it up here, and we will at some point try to use that. We already had ammonia, so we need bleach. I believe we need bleach if they don't change the recipe for mutagen on me. We should find some bleach and ammonia, in fact, in the science labs. So, I wanted to compare all the pods. It looks like the mess tin is as good as a makeshift pod, and the copper pod and the steel pod are equally good. The steel pod is a little bit lighter, so I will probably stick with that. I'm kind of confused because let's quickly take those and drop them on top of each other. I'm confused because, as you can see, the tool quality, the tool-like properties are differently organized. You can apparently disassemble the copper pod, and actually it's not important, it's just confusing me because the UI is stupidly organized. At least in my opinion. I will take the normal pod with me because it's lighter. And put the other ones, I don't know, on a pile somewhere. Do I have a pile for cooking equipment? Yes, I have. Copper pot, this. I like to separate them from the normal tools. We found 22, no, we did not found, I don't remember how many essences we already had in the base. I believe it were 4. So we found like 18 essences and 2 blood thingies. I believe we now have the recipe for that. Oh yes, that is what I wanted to look up. I'm stupid, sorry. Blood essence, I believe in here? Yes. Let's quickly look how we make those, because some of the items we found need those. Blood essences. We need the ritual dagger, fire, and 1 normal essence. So I was right, we need those, this ritual dagger. So we need to get into smithing. Oh, this is way easier, I believe. We need some wax we put into blood. I believe we can just punch something and soak up the blood from the floor, but I might be mistaken. And a glass bowl. Oh, that might actually mean we have to return to one of the mansions, because I did not take a glass bowl with me. We can use the off-wing caliche, whatever thingies, but I would guess that those are for something else as well, because as it looked, those would be drained if we use them, and I don't want to do that. So yes, we have 2 drained ones and 2 normal ones. So I believe if we use them for that, they will just get unnecessarily drained. So we will at some point grab a glass bowl. What else did we found? We found a hellfire stave. In fact, we found 2. Oh yes, a second one is up here. I will take that down with me as well. And in fact, the campfire drill can also stay downstairs, I believe. Yes. You go here, and the campfire drill goes here. So, a hellfire staff. Do we want to use that? How high is its range? Does it say that somewhere? Apparently not. We might use this with the blood essences, since we can produce them now. That might be something I'm willing to do. But we right now don't have enough blood essence to warrant the 3 liters of storage we would lose. And those things I will leave here for the moment. The Revenant Crown. What did it do again? A wicked look at crown, silver, a single diamond. Using it shall yield immunity to food poisoning and parasites in exchange for increased hunger. It will not cure existing ailments, only prevent them. So what? Do we pay 1 blood essence to turn it on? Or what? I by the way noticed the items from the, well, basically the magical items seem very like damage resistant. As you can see, the ring around our finger has 17 bash protection and 70 cut protection. That is normally completely worthless because it does not cover anything, but certainly interesting. And that crown, especially in the early game, if you look at the protection levels, might be more viable than some of the helmets. What is the protection on the firefighter helmet again? It's better, yes. But also the encumbrance is way higher. Did I, by the way, comment on the fact that the firefighter helmet does not give you protection against fire? Found that somewhat hilariously stupid. And the teleporting squall. I don't believe... I will take that with me for the moment. It's like a super panic button, I guess. Because I guess you could just teleport anyway, and right in front of an enemy is also anyway. Anywhere, I meant. I will take the scissor jack, and this is basically, the metal tongs are just for smithing and cooking, I guess, but we don't need that. I will keep the noise cancellating headgear. Everything else I already stashed away, because it was not that interesting. So, that was a somewhat, well, interesting haul, I guess. I will, in this and probably the next episode, when I look on the time, continue the building of the bulky, basically. So let's grab some things. What do we need? We need batteries, a lot of them. And that's probably it. What vehicle parts do I want to take with me? I want the torque alternator, the electric motor, the solar panels, and that's probably it for now. Yes, I have plans for the vehicle, big plans, but we will not be able to make those real in this episode or the next. Let's clean up our inventory. Where's the makeshift welder? The first step on our way is to make an vehicle welding rig with whatever is necessary for that. Do we have the... should take a few steps away. Oh, we can't look up that. Can we find it here? Vehicle welding rig. What do we need? We need a welder. We have that. We need glare protection. We have that. We have all the other tools. So we need one steel frame. One. Oh, we need 2 makeshift welders. Okay. Copper wires, steel frame, soldering iron. I believe we have all of that. We have a soldering iron, yes. We have copper, I believe, somewhere. Copper tubings, I believe copper wiring, 5. How many did we need? For this we need 8, so we need more copper wire. And we cannot make that. Where do we get copper wire from? Because that will be important. Copper wires, we get 7 of them from the radio. And none of them from this. But I know for sure... You know what we will do in this episode to end it? We will destroy the turrets. And we will go to the radio tower to disassemble the computer console, or whatever it was, terminal. I don't remember the exact name right now. For that I should probably drop off some things. What is the heaviest things we have on us? The makeshift welder probably. The scissor jack. Yes. The gun will probably not help that much. Probably this, and then finding out what is so heavy. Inventory, floor below us, and sort after wave. Oh, I will leave like 14 pipe bombs here. They are still very heavy. So, how do we go about this best? There are not... Oh, there are trees down there. We can sneak through the turret by staying behind those trees, maybe down here, and then we will throw pipe bombs. Do we have a lighter? No, I did not take the lighter with me because I'm stupid. Also, I will quickly drop off the radio, this, probably those two, like this, will be sufficient. Didn't we have a good lighter? Yes, down there, 30. Well, 30 is still not good for a lighter, but it is better than 8. This should be sufficient distance, I hope. Don't shoot at me. Yes. This will be a good test, because at the factory there are the same turrets as these ones. Not military turrets like the ones on the base, but those portal looking turret thingies. So I don't believe we can get closer than this. Oh, they don't shoot at me yet from this range. Sorry. Got the hiccups, apparently. It is hostile and it is uninjured. Apparently the zombies of this town were not sufficient. Oh, I did want to press this. It is triggered on us, so it sees us, but it cannot shoot at this range. It can shoot on this range. So this is probably the shooting range. And yes, those turrets are still dangerous, but not as dangerous as the military grade turrets. Did we read those descriptions? How far can we throw a pipe bomb? That's the real question. Not further than before. How far does the symbol of judgment reach? Fire? We can hit it. Okay, we will destroy that totally with the symbol of judgment. White? White. I hope electricity works for them. We have more time than we will ever need, so we will aim. Maybe I will take like 2-3 steps closer. Yes, simply because we can increase, I believe, our hit chance with getting closer. Oh, maybe quickly equip this. I will quickly destroy the young tree. I believe it hindered or shooting. Apparently our hit chance is really shitty. So let's shoot. Wow. Yes, a huge explosion. Let's quickly drop off our firefighter helmet and wear the noise cancelling headgear. Apparently it is one-shotting turrets. I'm so fine with this, you have no idea. I will not even aim, just shoot. Okay, this was easier than expected. I expected to have to sneak around, but apparently the symbol of judgment is good. Well, I knew it was good, but apparently it is very, very, very good. Let's quickly loot this and then end the episode here, because we are well over 30 minutes. Yes, goodbye and have a wonderful day.